So in the next 5-10 minutes here, I'm going to be jumping on a live stream with Underoath to discuss the making of their latest studio album, Erase Me. I happened to be there for 2 months with them, 60 days, shooting a documentary back in 2017. And yeah, it's all about to go down.
While we're waiting for Dan Newman. Dan Newman did not connect to audio. Oh, there he is. Okay. Can you hear us?
Are you doing a DJ set?
All right.
Is Dan gaming?
I'm here. I'm gaming.
All right, there we go.
What up?
How are we doing, guys?
What up, Dan?
See you, buddy.
I have not seen you all in one place in a very long time.
Dude, so
And it happens to be across the internet. You too. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing good. Oh, here he comes.
Squire.
Hey!
Yes.
Chorus is exactly where Tim was saying the one is, and I was like, wait, we're doing the vocal. Let's lead into the chorus with the alone at the top.
So that is the one. Me and Squire were right.
Is where
And we
Squire.
were-
We've been right the whole time.
You don't have to go to Salt Lake to know where the one is.
Totally. And the
That's
fake
the
out
quote of the
ending
day,
at the end
by
of
the way.
at the end of the album is
Remember we had like
real.
4 different choruses for it. We had 4 different choruses that all started on the exact one, and then we decided to lead.
I know the fucking song. I just don't think that's the one.
Oh, it is the one.
How is it not the one?
Are you a flat
right,
earther?
well-
What's going on?
Yeah,
Why
when
don't we start
when
there? Why don't we start there? Maybe
Does
we
it
just play
matter?
that
Does
song right now?
hold on. Does
And
it
I'll go
fucking,
like this every time the actual one
is
happens.
does it sound good on the record? Does it sound good?
Yeah.
So who gives
Just
a
said it was
shit?
his favorite-
that
Who
doesn't,
gives
it
a
doesn't
favorite
still keep
song?
me up at night that you don't agree with me on where the beat placement is. I mean,
I don't-
kind of like one of the fundamental parts of creating a song and recording it is like knowing what the timing is.
Fine.
All
Still
right.
Okay,
fucking me up.
Okay, let's
That's the
move
one.
on to Dan and see what I think I know what Dan's answer is going to be, but let's see what
Chris, what's
Dan's
my-
favorite song on the record is.
What's my answer, Chris?
I think it is what's the one that we don't play anymore? Bloodlust.
Ooh, it's up there. I have like multiple for many reasons. Bloodlust, lyrically. No Frame, the vibe. And just live, it was probably my favorite one to like capture live. And Sync With You because of that little secret nugget that you dropped in there.
Oh, yeah.
What we were watching at the time in the studio.
That's one person figured out what that is, by the way. And
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They asked me if it was correct, and I said yes.
Dude,
but
we
I
should
still
try
don't
to
wanna
get
say it.
sued every week. Let's just drop one thing that nobody knows every Wednesday and get one lawsuit a week until we're done with the discography.
My bad, guys.
You can spill it. No one will care. It's cool.
Yeah.
No one's watching.
Yeah, nobody's here. It's fine. It's just the 8 of us.
All right. So
All right.
so going into like just the, I guess Dan, this is probably mostly I would say for you. Just curious because your perspective is obviously different than anybody else's.
Sure.
What was your takeaway from the process, knowing the guys beforehand, seeing the process, being there as a kind of fly on the wall? What did you kind of take away from that as a whole? Like, was it, well, first of all, was it enjoyable or was it the worst?
Loaded
Right.
question.
Yeah, right.
Great lead in there, Grant. No, it was great. So prior to coming into the studio, I was on the road with you guys for one tour. Was that right? I think just Bring Me the Horizon.
Was that it?
I don't remember how long it was.
I think 'cause
that
then
might have been it. Yeah.
Then we did the because we did Europe and US after that. Yeah, I think that's right. But I didn't really get to know you guys.
Bloodlust is just out of the set. We're
as,
still
like,
playing
I
it just
kind of saw the
currently, but we're not
dynamic
touring
from
anyway,
afar.
so
It
it's all
wasn't
good.
kind of integrated like super well while we were on the road. And then getting into the studio with you guys, it kind of really got to understand the music making process and the dynamics there, because it's different from being on the road and then living together in the studio and then having to create an album with all these songs and different sounds and different personalities. So going through the process and seeing you guys and interviewing each and every one of you guys one-on-one for, I think we did roughly an hour each, 30 days in, and another hour or so, it's 60 days. And kind of just picking your brains, understanding you guys on a different level, where like personalities, but also like personalities as a whole, and then dynamically within the music and how that came across. It was fascinating, and it all made sense, and it was beautiful to see it. Like there were a lot of prior to, from what I understood, there was a lot of like kind of head-to-head action, and this time around I kind of saw you guys, there were a lot of like small victories where everyone kind of came together and created something no one really expected. And there was just excuse me, a level of alignment that I don't think any of you guys saw going into it. You're kind of like, I don't know how this is going to go, but yeah, you made it through it, and seeing each and every one of you guys going through that process was quite fascinating. And then to see the end product was beautiful, and being able to capture that and live with you guys for 60 days was incredibly bearable.
And I'll also say about that end product, objectively, I just think you did an awesome job on that. And if people want to watch that, because basically, to sum it up, Dan lived with us for what, 2 months?
62 days, 63 days.
Yeah, it was about 2 months while the record was being made. Like, actually lived in the same apartment, was rolling film all the time, and managed to take like however many freaking hours of footage you had and put it into an hour and
30 terabytes of footage.
Yeah, and we managed to put all that into a making of documentary. How can people watch this documentary, Dan Newman? Is that a thing that people can do right now?
Absolutely. I believe it is on the Underoath YouTube channel or Fearless Records YouTube channel. But yeah, all whopping 51 minutes is available for your viewing pleasure on YouTube.
What are we going to do with all the rest of that footage? You've got just terabytes.
I've got them sitting right here. I was looking through it earlier today.
I know we're going to try and
way
post
too much.
Some clips that just didn't get to fruition.
Dude,
all the embarrassing stuff.
A lot. Yeah.
Let's just say nobody here can run for politics ever.
No. That is safe to say. That is safe to say.
For multiple reasons. But yeah.
Not to get off on a tangent, but Tim and Dan, you guys almost started a podcast during the recording of the record, right? Didn't you?
Documentary about, we were trying to, Tim, you caught something? Like you caught wind of something on a drive?
Yeah, I still have the
I have all the footage I found like 2 weeks ago.
That is so sick. Yeah, so my grandfather, who passed away 2 years ago, I guess, was not doing super well. So I actually I went home, drove my car up to see him, was driving back. He lives in North Carolina. I stopped at a city halfway through, got a hotel, and was at this restaurant bar, and this random dude in some random place in North Carolina just started telling me about how his grandparents and his family used to kill all these black people on their property, and then started talking about how they had KKK
I remember
ties.
you telling that story.
I forgot about that.
I literally talked to him for like 3 hours, but at one point I started videoing, and then I also did a voice memo and put it in my pocket. And then me and Dan were talking about how crazy it was, and I was like, dude, we should like try to figure out what we should do with this, because it seemed really scary and it seemed real. And he was like, let's just try to like shoot something about it. And like I called the local police department, left a voicemail. I had an app that recorded phone calls on my phone, so we would have a trace and a record. They never called me back. And at that point it was like I was doing so much with King State and then the record and then family. It was like, that was such a weird time for me in general, like the amount of things I was juggling, like we just couldn't follow through on it. But we tried for like a good couple days to like get a hold of the police department. Like I knew where the dude worked. He named a diner. I don't remember all the details now, but it's all on my phone. And I was like, I love that. You should probably know about this.
I love that all of this took place at night after we got out of the studio on the balcony. It was literally just drinking on the balcony and talking about starting a murder documentary.
Yeah.
It was so sick.
Yeah, it was.
That's where great things start, right?
And we watched the Conor McGregor fight, the Conor McGregor Mayweather pay-per-view.
And then Dan became a famous boxer.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Yeah. We bought Dan Newman one UFC, and then he left us for
This
some
is-
hoity-toity boxing company.
So also for those who don't know, Dan is a pretty accomplished videographer and has done some insane stuff. Don't have to go through all of it right now because it would take a really long time. Dan, how can people find you on the internet to watch all the insane stuff you get to do with the camera?
Oh, that's a good question. Really, my website, I don't even have time to update my website, but I'm kind of redoing my YouTube channel, which is going to be...
I saw that. It's looking good.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm trying to kind of repurpose a lot of the stuff that I've been filming over the last 3 years. So I would say on my YouTube channel, which is the Newman's Own, or Newman's Own Vlogs, I believe, which is like old name handle, but...
And then after you do all that stuff, when we go back out on the road, we're going to bring you back out for the rate that we were paying you before, if that's
Done.
okay.
Your starter rate.
Cool.
Yo, I'll just come out for free. Let's go. Let's go.
We locked
Same
you
with
in.
Squire. The next record
Squire's free. Yep.
Hey
Squire.
guys, I'm having a little trouble with my audio here. I can't hear you guys. What?
Don't worry, we got it. It's
Did
good.
you say we?
No, sorry. It's like it was all the sound was good, and then now I can't hear a thing. I don't know what's going on.
So,
So are we pot wanding this thing?
Yeah, top down,
Let's pot one.
beginning to end.
yeah, Dan, I know you gotta get going, but
When was the last time?
Thanks for,
time you
jumping
pot
in.
wanted something?
No worries. Thank
giving
you.
us your 2 cents, and
Dan.
glad you're doing
Much
well.
love, dog.
Stay safe
Thank
up
you,
there
guys.
in the big city.
Miss you all. Stay safe.
See you, buddy.
Stay healthy.
One last question.
Hit me.
How much money did you make last year? Can I see a W-2?
We'll talk later.
Squire's free now, so I just got to figure out
All
what
right.
I'm dealing with.
All right,
Anybody
guys.
else having?
See you, Dan. Love you.
See you guys. It's been such a wild ride with these guys, and could not be more grateful to them and the opportunity that they gave me within my career. These guys kind of launched me into a whole nother world of production, creative freedom, just the liberty to do what I wanted to do, and they trusted my vision. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to kind of just toss this up there. I don't know if it's going to be available online elsewhere, so I wanted to do my part and record it here for you guys. That is it. I appreciate every single one of you. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Check out Underoath if you haven't already. Download their album, listen to them on Spotify, stream them, watch their music videos, do the thing. Watch the documentary. I'll link it in the description below. But yeah, keep it real, stay uneasy.